Hey everybody, Chris with MLC. Welcome to part 4 of the How to Build a Late Model Body. In this episode, we're going to come over here to the front of the car and we're going to concentrate on the driver's foot box. This area here, we need to cut a hole so we can make an access panel for this. Now under here is the back of our gauges, the MSD, the coil, the brake master cylinder, the clutch master cylinder, the bias adjuster, and the foot feed for the throttle. So we need to be able to get to all of those. So in order to do that, we got to make a little access panel. All right, well, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get everything laid out here. So I think we're gonna come over 1.5 inches. Same thing on this side, but I think we're gonna make it 2 over here. I'm gonna go 3. And that's gonna be the shape of the area we're gonna cut out. Then we're gonna we'll round all these corners. We'll use the hole saw for this. All right, now that we got the hole cut, I'm gonna come back through with the hem pros. I'm gonna use the first tool, which bends to 90. I'm just gonna come around here and just put a slight tip on it. That'll just help strengthen this panel just a little bit. first tool, like if you're using it on a regular panel or you're using it on a wheel well, it bends this first panel. You just keep working it back and forth and it bends at 90. And there's another tool you use that comes back and you keep working it and then it tips over and just creates a hem. We can't really do these radiuses all that well, but I just wanted to add some rigidity to this panel. So all I did was come in, I didn't quite take these to 90, but I just added this lip to these edges. I mean, it's a lot better than what it was. So yeah, I'd highly recommend a set of these things. All right, now the next thing we're gonna make the cover. Okay, now I know I'm gonna want a 1-inch hem on this end. Well, we're gonna do a 1-inch hem on both ends. This is kind of the fun part of doing it this way when you have no templates to work from. You pretty much can do It's important to keep note that this part isn't symmetrical on both sides. This angle here and this angle here, they're not the same. So we had the remnant, and this is how it dropped in. So this is the top, this is the driver's side, this is the curb side, I guess you would call it, and this is the front. So when we're laying this out, we want to keep that in mind. Also with the aluminum, sometimes you got a crappy side or a nicer side, you just want to keep track of that. This is a hem for the front, so we know this is going to go down. So all of our bends from this point are down. So we can keep this side up, which will keep this piece in the correct alignment with the hole we cut out. So now we know that the Hem Pro ate up a little bit. We're gonna add in about, this is called a 1/2 inch for the Hem Pro. It didn't use that much, but just to be safe, we'll add a 1/2 around the shape. So we can come back here. Now, like I said before, this piece isn't symmetrical. So what we have to do is we have to take this outer bend line there and there. We need to transfer this to the back side. So when we take it over to the brake, we're going to be bending this side and lifting this side up. So we'll go ahead and get them laid out. Now the other thing we can do is we can 45 these corners, just eyeball them, so when we bend them over, they don't overlap. All right. Now that we've bent this, we need to finish folding this over the rest of the way. Now my little brake here isn't that fancy, and it just does not like doing a hem, so we gotta do it the old fashioned way. Our friend rubber mallet, and we just tap it over. We move on to the next. All right, now we got the cover made. It's on here. We got to drill a couple pilot holes for the keeper bolts. Now we're going to cut ourselves a piece of angle, 14 inches long. Drill bits for 3/8. Now we're going to set some 1/4 inch riv nuts. Now what these do is they give us a threaded insert so we can put a 1/4 20 bolt in there without having to have a nut on the other side. But we still have to make our hold down piece here for the front, which is going to be the same thing back here as what it was up here. So we're just going to have a couple 1/4 20s riv nuts put in back here. Now let's take care of it. And there's the finished product, guys. I don't want to bore you doing the same thing over here. It was just drilling 2 holes, drilling the pilot holes, and then setting the riv nuts on this side. So now we just have 4 1/4 20s holding the door down. And with that, part 4 of how to build a late model body comes to an end. Now I wanted this video to be a lot longer. We're going to cover more things, but it was just getting too long. I've been trying new things with the editing, I just wanted to try to do like a how-to style video, but it just got long, and I didn't want this to be like an hour-long video. So I was wanting to keep it to around 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release a second video, which will be part 5, pretty much covering everything else that I did. And please like and subscribe to the video, ring that bell icon so you know when I upload more content, and have a great day.